here come the upstarts from the Ascension tournament, having an absolute run and a half during that entire competition, Athena, showing everyone that they belong here. And now that they have these new additions in Rossi and Kesnet, having to sub in for players that had gotten them to this point, there's so much for this team to prove.
For sure. Not only do they have so much to prove, they actually have so much more to show in terms of their skill ceiling as well, because this is a team where their skill ceiling is so high. Let's not forget, they haven't reached their potential yet. What are you giggling about?
You can already see the veteran Kesnet, who's been here and done that before. Yeah. He goes to the front, he does the pictures, he's like, all right, time to move. The rest of the team is still standing there. You'll get it in due time, kids.
Yo,
you'll get it in
why
due time.
Are you
Let's go ahead and bring out your next squad.
But once they see that flank, Envy will want to fight into CT.
Opening shots go EG's way, quickly traded on back, and now that flank of two players coming in quickly. Evil Genius is stuck behind this wall for now. Now it's really paying off. Only way through is with a flash and a nice shot. Still some time to work with, and Evil Geniuses clean things up here on the retake to take the first round. Fills in right behind them, taking a good timing, but shooting at clones. Those ghosts end up biting him right in the behind as Bao falls as well. Envy have full control of this B site.
And Oki falls as well on the rotate. This is a very good position for Envy. DG could have a timing.
At the same time as he falls, I was going to say Calm starting to activate on a flank, but now in the 1-on-3. And you sort of know Calm's motto. So they go ahead and double swing him. Poppin will take that kill, and Envy are going to get their first round on the VCT Americas stage.
They've been conditioning that wall towards A pretty much every round for Envy. And like we talked about previous, it means that they always have an orb and an extra smoke available to help out in this mid-fight. They've shown kind of feints in that direction earlier rounds. Now they finally activate it, explode mid-control, and find success getting back into B for their first round win.
Ray trying to set up a little bit for this Hunter's Fury. Let's see if those connect. Bao certainly will. And now popping out of that with the shorty extra just wheels around on him. Gets 3 kills into the round, stepping up when his team needs him. But it may not be enough just yet. As Bao drops into heaven, Calm now stuck in an unenviable 1v3. He's on out of there.
So impressive from Eggster. If you watched America's Ascension or Challengers, those are the rounds you were seeing so many times. This guy literally only played Yoru. All time in his career, every game in any team he has ever played, he has a 96% pick rate on Yoru. It's ridiculous. And,
unbelievable.
I mean, he's a master at it. You saw there, he was completely ready for it.
Trying to dominate that box, but quickly, Envy trying to capitalize on the back of that one. Hunter's Fury on the other side. Calm still gets one. As Supa will fall to the Hunter's Fury. Envy again with numbers, but where do they go from here?
Oki has a powerful position in heaven. Could spam on through, but the plant, it will get down safely. So another set, retake with the spray!
And that's the Rolling Thunder, needed that kill to unlock it. Okeanos trying to dive on in here, capitalize for EG. 10-2 goes this first half, absolute dominance. Check this out, quick teleport into mid. 3 players from Evil Geniuses just swarming, and a double teleport from Bao to get up there right behind his teammate. Same time, Rossi is just carving up the A site. This pistol round, while it was all the bells and whistles, oh, it was so exciting from Evil Geniuses. Envy just beat them with guns.
They wanted the Envy way, which is exactly what they needed. Build the confidence back up. You see a smile slipping across Eggster's face as he gets 3 defending towards CT. It's okay. A simple round to start. That's how you build these things up.
Just running straight through the one-way, and even a long range. Rossi lining up those classic hits. Might be our first look at it here in Americas, and it doesn't really matter what he has as a secondary if he's just getting kills with the primary. That'll be the first one for him as Rossi and the rest of the crew just keep on flying through. It's that 5 kills already for Rossi in this second half, already off to a much better start.
Yeah, very aggressive for Envy. Full push through.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
That's
Don't
tough.
give him an alt orb. And lock up. A 4th round for Envy. It's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Of course, playing a no Senti comp. I think EG showing us that pistol with the double TP into mid might become a bit of a theme, especially when they themselves are playing the single smoke sit.
Suddenly went from 2 to 7 kills.
Spike plant under a little bit of pressure. Some utility, timing that one out as the swing comes in. Kesnet gets the first, primes another shield, goes down through the flash, and now just 10 seconds left. It's starting to be a little bit of a mess. Inspire charging on forward as the spike goes down, but there's too many left to deal with. Envy take their 5th.
You saw that Flood retake fail in round 15 with Envy getting cut down one at a time. But a round like that is exactly the goal of how they play. Leave 2 anchors on the site who are very willing to proactively fight and just get that bit more time as the rest of the team just fearlessly charges back in. Look at Kesnet, shield up, not a care. Even though he dies, he gets time for the rest of his team to set up.
If Bao could find someone, if Envy get a little over eager, if there's someone playing up in A main they could take down. But now as Bao is gone, so is the chance of a good catch. It's got to be over towards this A site now for Evil Geniuses. And again, they are really working on the clock. Poppin is out here alone. This seems ill-advisable. It's a 1-for-1, still Envy with the numbers, as Kesnet also is isolated. And now Envy have given away a pretty large advantage. Only 1 gun picked up from comp, but there are 2 ultimates online.
And these EG players are so separated.
Envy are all on their own too. It's 1v1s across the board.
Player standing.
Okeanos now, without a rifle himself, stepping right back into that flank, and Rossi will finish off the round, so got a little bit hairy for a moment, but Envy still take the round.
The way Envy played that was scary to me. In the 3-on-2 anti-eco, Rossi's jumping out onto site pretty much alone. If he dies there, it could have been a very different round, but it isn't today, and that's how this team likes to play. They're willing to take those big risks to make the individual plays, take that timing. It was so successful for them in Tier 2.
Nice! Nice, Rossi.
I think Jujin sees that. Maybe not. It's a little bit of a mess. Inspire in and out and around the smoke. That'll be a kill for him. And still chooses to play on site. He is digging in firmly as the rest of Envy approaches. Operator now peering out of heaven. Inspire above them all, takes his shot, takes his time, and again he falls for 3 for 4! He's a monster! And wants a little bit more. Where is Calm hiding? Rossi trying to lay down the gold carpet for him. Inspire falls, but Envy take the round nonetheless.
That was a masterclass from Inspire. Anchoring on the B site. It's not common you see Viper get a lot of play on this map, but you can see just how many angles this setup gives you. He can jump up top, dive down on either side.
Oh, window.
And that's all he's got to get. A little bit of...
You sit down.
I love the turn of emotion. Oh man, window. Wait, I gotta talk my game.
That's awesome.
Might need a more conservative approach as that stun comes down a little bit too late. And now a Hunter's Fury sent from Calm back in main. Poppin shooting out some of his own utility from heaven. Now the drop comes in and Kesnet wipes the floor with him. So that ultimate pays off in absolutely no manner whatsoever. And Envy are within 3.
I really don't like EG using an ult there. I think when you're up this big, you only need 1-2 rounds, something like that. The goal should always be to build 3-4 of your power ults into 1 round. Then you can basically guarantee you're winning. They took a risk, it didn't pay off, and now their tools are just a bit weaker going into this next round.
Yeah, some small timing things as well there. I think the one-way disappeared with 1 second between the fault line coming down too, so that allows the shot to come in from Eggster. And now the kidnap. That's the planter. That's Calm. Picked up by Kesnet. Kesnet, what have you got? He's got Calm. And now Envy could take their time on the retake, but with Poppin falling, things start to equalize. Inspire takes down Bao in mid. Now without that lurk coming in, EG need to fight forward, but that goes horribly wrong as well. And now Eggster getting full information over the site, sees exactly where these players are. Dujin is down, and Envy stay alive.
Some key parts of that round. I think number 1 is flushing the lurk in mid. Envy were aware that Bao was there. They get a pick on him before he can become a problem whatsoever. And the second is that Envy was willing to just play full retake that round. I think that's absolutely the right call. If they try to hard anchor against these ultimates,
Bang!
could have gone pretty poorly.
Let's go.
Not again, not from this position. Inspire sees that player, but I think he was seen on the other side. Dujin takes him down. And this game might just be over. Not unless Rossi can do something here. Pulls away from the shorty now in a 1-on-4. Make it 1-on-3. Rossi still getting it done, needs the ace. But he goes down for a thrifty. EG take the first map of 2026.
There's a dominant start to this map. 10-2 in the first half. Started to slip. Envy got their legs under them. But they can't quite close out the comeback. Big takeaways from that first map.
Lose 3 games and you're going to Santiago.
That's very true.
It's just that simple. And that's a bandit kill from Poppin.
And that's a bit more normal from
That's a
Kesnet.
ghost kill from Kesnet. I just got excited. New gun, it's fun. But it still, you know, shoots heads in very similar ways. All right.
Spike down.
Even playing field to just end down very low HP as Rossi makes quick work. And this will be back-to-back pistols for Envy if they keep it classy, which they do. Eggster starting to finish the round with the kill.
Nice cleanup from Envy, something they're always very good at on defense, no matter the roster, is holding and then refighting in together. This is a team that really likes to control the pace in aggression. That, by the way, is how he got that first bandit kill. Just spamming through the smoke with it.
And the more Corrode changes, the more it stays the same. Look, you can't shoot through every wall now, but surprise, you can still shoot through smokes.
You can absolutely do that. They didn't.
A ghost for Oki. A shorty for Digis in to do some silly little dive plays. It's calm to take the first contact and Inspire. Mows down a couple players. Eggster now just allowing players to run into this smoke. Doesn't care before teleporting on out of there. While Bao has picked up a stinger.
This is so Envy. Look at how they're playing this anti-eco.
Unreal. A Paranoia out from mid, and it has resulted in now a Marshall being picked up. Still not an easy position to play out of as the swings come on through. So what looks a little bit overwhelming at times, it still is going to get Envy their second round.
Yeah, they will play defense that way, whether it's an anti-eco, whether it's gun v gun, whether they're on an eco. Once they find you, they will want to fight. They are very good at it. Inspire re-swinging there is crazy. It works out for him and ends up pretty clean in the end.
I'll take it. I'll take my 2.
So obviously a much better start already for Envy. Into this A site. Bundled up with 4 players. As the saturate comes down, they're slowed again. 15 seconds. Envy locking it down on A. EG have no option but to force their way back in, and it's so many for EG. Calm, left alone, charging on in. Only 1 shot left, and he gets it. Time to plant, but not time to pull away from this spike. Inspire, not going to see him just yet. Peppers him through the smoke and takes him out. Inspire steps up to the challenge.
And finally, EG's slow rounds are punished. Little insult to injury from Inspire.
And it's coming down to the wire. So little time left to go. Inspire. What does he go for? There's a gun over there on the ground. The spike, it's ticking away. Yeah, and he gets it. With
Yeah,
6.
good bit.
Okay, Inspire. I see your game. I see your game. And we're just going to move on.
Okay. This fight was everything, though. Inspire has gone for that refight so many times because they just made it too long. They finally exec in 10 seconds. Bandit in the corner. That is a big round for Envy to win.
Why can I still hear myself? As some stall goes up from heaven, Eggster trying to make plenty of noise. This flank is quick. Evil Geniuses are not looking the right direction yet, and that's gonna punish them. Rossi now in a one-on-one. Okeanos on the other side, Paranoia as he comes in behind him. It's ring around the Rosie. Somehow Okeanos has crept into the center of sight. And Rossi is right on top of him. You have got to be kidding me. Rossi gets it done. We're tied again.
Crazy 1v1 to end it. But it's Envy coming out on top again. And you're seeing how much this team thrives in the chaos. Last round, in the last second, winning out this time in one of the most chaotic mid-fights you'll ever see. Picking the right timings to re-aggress that final flank that came back in through main. Getting that kill onto Calm and setting Rossi up for his clutch.
And Eggster, one of the first times ever, steps into the corner. Finally realizing this pattern of how Okeanos likes to play for the B main space. Probably the best round for it to happen as well. Take that hero rifle straight on out of the hands. Digis in a little bit slow there. Pick up the gun and Inspire will take that kill too.
They do get out on site, but this is still a tough fight. Inspire here.
I mean, it's just a mess, right? Envy making quick work of things. A flawless round for them. Take the lead once again. It's been a while since we could have said that for them.
Yeah, I really like that different approach to the B main fight. Showing the one-way there, which is just so effective to catch Bao on that timing you're talking about that he just kept taking. I know, it really feels like the second half of Abyss, where EG is leading, they have the read, and then...
Fight up from Okeanos, trying to contest this orb so Poppin can't just get a free Nightfall. They're not even waiting for it. Kenton is up and over. Look at that dive. Nice work out of him. But Okeanos still yet to fall. 1 kill in mid, but Calm is completely holding it. Wow. Shot straight in the back of the head. Envy around every single corner. This time the B hit goes perfectly for them.
A bit more reserved from Envy that time. They slow things down in the middle of that hit, then re-swing in together to kill these players that flooded in backside. That was a great little pause.
But I also love how Envy call around EG's expectations. When you see Poppin on the fade is 1 off of the Nightfall, you expect you have a little bit of time. He's going to go into main, he's going to pick up the orb, they're going to ult, then they're going to exec.
Nah.
Instead, it was that combo piece between the Paranoia out of Rossi and Kesnet on the dive that really got that initial pick going. And then, of course, like you said, reset and continue that hit in as a team after Kesnet had TP'd back to the squad.
So Envy keep their lead here, go up 9-7. And they're gonna have that ultimate you talked about online now. Great Paranoia as well. I think this is figuring out exactly where Super's anchoring. He played that position on their last B-hit round. So here they have the perfect util combo set up to ruin his day.
Those footsteps reveal everything Inspire needs to know. Get the kill, slip on away, turn back in for another, mow down some more on the eco. Not too bad there for Inspire and for Rossi to finish the job.
So Envy go up to 10, and we approach really the critical round here for EG. They have rifles online. They had some early success with the pistol, but they've yet to win a rifle round here on their defense.
Yeah, just watch that one more time. The only thing worth watching again, that Bucky kill coming online. But of course, we are going to be moving forward here. You put a big highlight on this round for EG, a must-win round for them. As Exter goes all the way up into heaven, sees that player. That could be a problem. Supa gets the kill on the other side. Now the hindrance really slowing things down for Exter. Finally, the second player approaches through elbow. So it'll be 4-on-4 in the post plant. Keep your eyes on Okeanos, though. There's a player coming in from his back. Inspire so quick to move up into mid, and he's not going to have a chance back into the round. Nightfall was stalling things back into spawn as well, so EG have nowhere to go.
This retake is so hard. You're all pushing in from one angle. Really comes down to Bao's Paranoia.
Who's it going to hit? Absolutely no one. Envy in a great position, now committing to the pit, into the post. I think Evil Genius is just going to call this off.
I mean, a Viper Spit, you have no way back in. You've already used your only tool, and you want to save that operator. This round is done. But you already see, the hunt is on. Envy want to get that gun out of their opponent's hands, and that will be a successful endeavor. Everyone falls for EG, and Envy just 2 away from sending us to bind.
A Paranoia out. EG pulling the trigger. Envy really shying away from these lines. They don't feel good about this, but they have the Nightfall now to fight on through. That'll be 1 out of Exter. But Dudgeson doesn't even care. Can't hear anything back to back with Bao. And these kills continue to falter on in. The lurk now. There's a shorty right in front of him. Superman gets the first knockdown. He cannot take it. Envy on the map point.
A chaotic end to the round. Kesnet bypassing his opponent in the smoke, but gets the rifle up in time. Chuckling about the outcome. That was a very different approach from Envy. Like you called out, they didn't fight up. Instead, play a much more passive post plant. Only go for the duel once they activate that Nightfall. And really a run like that, 5-on-5, comes down to the littlest things. Envy worked back into mid. That was pretty much uncontested ground.
Nice shot.
That's a problem dealt with. The gun is taken away, and now DG turns to attend to mid.
He's on all the right lines at all the right times. Does only get that second before being traded out. And Supa's on relatively low HP. There is a world here where NV can get the spike down.
Both these players are so low. Scum got something cooking with the shocks.
Do NV have an idea? Right now, that idea is separate, divide and conquer.
Practically the perfect guns against low HP players. An Odin and a Judge.
Paranoia forward, pushes back into the corner, Rossi for 3, and a thrifty map win for Envy. With 67 combined HP on those two players, they don't care. They see it through to bind.
A mirror of map 1. Eco rounds to shut down a comeback. And Envy push us all the way. A great recovery from them after losing map 1, especially in that second half.
And actually threatening a backside plant of all things is wild as a teleport comes on through. Poppin now hindered on up, taken on down. And Envy just mowed down. It's a 3-on-2 right now for Rossi. Sort of stuck in the corner, calling in support from Inspire, but it's around the world now for Evil Genius as they hop in that teleporter. Hear that pressure behind them of a follow-up TP out of Inspire. Now gonna plant the spike, just 10 seconds left on the clock. Inspire stays alive for the time being. Really being loud with it and crouching straight into another kill. There's a player right underneath him. Com's looking the wrong way. It's 3 for Inspire and another pistol.
That was a scary round for Envy. They ended up having to play that essentially as 2 1v2s on the work back in, but Inspire just wins his outright.
I don't understand how every single map so far we've had one of these situations where, like, back on Abyss, Inspire, top site B, falling down on players getting a kill. We saw the Omen on top of site underneath another player. Absolute madness. Got another one here.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Including that Brimstone still within the smoke. Inspire, a problem.
Absolutely is. Steps on through that smoke at just the wrong timing, though. Less of a problem now as Eggster says he's going to be the problem.
30 seconds left.
Now sets up a flash for his teammate. Drops on out of heaven. I mean, this is a little bit hypey
20
from
seconds.
Envy. Just stepping on back into this. They've got the molly down on the spike, making it hard to get the plant down. Now another swing out of Eggster. Means there's just 15 seconds left to grab that spike, plant it, and there's more members of Envy on the approach. It's a great stun out of Poppin, and there's just not enough time. Not with all these players coming in. It's a bonus for Envy.
EG have got to speed up on these anti-ecos. You remember, last map, going too slow on an anti-eco, that was the critical thing that shut down their comeback on Corrode. And here again, well, you do have to credit Eggster with some stunning individual play. They just didn't leave themselves options. The Viper Molly stalls out, and because they never took Shower's control, that extra extremity, there was too many angles. And sure, it is just an anti-eco, but I think the way that their map control has been completely taken away here is a bigger issue continuing to show through.
I would be surprised not to see an earlier timeout here come in from Potterns, try to solve some of these problems for EG, whether that's changing the approach and how they actually want a full fight for B long control, or even just switching up their general macro ideas, because whether it's been the long control or some of these fights into showers, it has been a drought in terms of map control for EG.
One enemy remaining.
And that's only going to continue here for another round.
Does Potter call the timeout?
Are you waiting for the answer?
I'm waiting for the answer.
I
thought it might have happened like right there and then, but it didn't. So the answer is no, at least for the moment. But I think if we're talking about solutions for EG, I think first of all, obviously, you need to have better extremity control if you're playing this kind of slow style.
Has the orbital strike. EG.
Yes, a molly too. This is a lot of stall on A.
The stall on the planter was the big problem in the previous round, and he's primed it. Here it comes. Thought those players a little further up into Lamps, but it gives Envy so much more space. They can go right back into that. This fight into showers goes Eggster's way. And now how do you plant the spike? There's a smoke on default. Kesnet is out of Lamps. Kesnet taken down. It's not comfortable as Inspire lines him up. Sends him home. 5-0 for Envy.
They are decimating EG on defense here. And Inspire just looks so good doing so. This is how that round started. EG actually finds success in getting a pick long, but there wasn't support for that trade. And once this B-side exit comes through, that kill in showers is really everything. Once Inspire gains that space, you see that he actually puts down a smoke on default, and then with his teammates can swing in together and just spam the planters.
Nice quick thinking from Inspire. Means EG have to set their eyes once again onto default.
And here's the stall smoke up. 1 molly, 2 mollies, and spam the follow.
End. So now the fight on through. Good utility out of Evil Geniuses. These are the right ideas. Unfortunately, I just don't really think they mean enough versus the setup that Envy had. Envy already had 3 players on this side of the map. Yeah, flawless. In quotes.
In quotes. No flaws, that's for sure. I think what's really been cooking EG on these A takes is the bigger picture is obviously not having showers control, but a micro thing is that smoke. You see that Viper Orb that's thrown up? That's being cycled with a Brim Smoke as well. So there's always something there that means EG is at a disadvantage. He tried to knife him. Just 4-1, leaving a lurk over towards A short. And Envy this time without any really aggressive positions, bar Rossi, who just challenges.
Yeah, and there's no one in a position to turn around, cover him, look for a trade, nothing. Just gets away with murder there. And a mid-round Seekers is great information as well. Only sees the 1 still on the B side. Sees 2 going in, so Poppin is running behind that outside of Hookah right now. While EG are forced into the A side, he's got a quick flank. Inspire ready to stall out this plant too. Eggster spotting absolutely everything with the dive on over. That is mayhem out from Envy. Putting Insanity up to 100, and it is paying off for them. Beautiful look out from Envy. I mean, look where the spike is. It's in the backside of LAMZU. It doesn't make any sense as Envy are running away with this half.
Those are the plays you have to be ready for when you're in a match against Envy. Rossi in this corner, drops the wall, challenges Digis in. No one's there to trade it. That's just cascades into a classic Envy defense.
Yo,
Chaotic swings, good util.
There's no front.
I don't even know what he's saying, but Rossi's passionate.
Yeah, you know, million words a minute.
There's no logical way for Envy to win this round, especially with DG already reflanking.
Poppin makes a footstep, and that will seal his fate. Evil Geniuses, even 4-on-2 in full control. Doing due diligence here to win the round. Poppin has no clue what's happening to him, and neither does Eggster. Evil Geniuses within 2 at the half.
A really great recovery from them. They were getting dominated at the start of this game, losing both extremities pretty much every round. But they start to figure it out, start to find solutions to get that space. Throw in a couple of these faster hits as well, and there's some performances with guys like Okeanos in back-to-back rounds. Make this map 3 doable.
Yeah, it's a mirror fashion to map number 2, 7-5 at the half, Envy leading, but this time EG carrying a whole lot more momentum into that. As a matter of course, setting us up for a pretty exciting way to close out this series, and we'll have that after this. Poppin as well, double dash up to the top of site, and Calm was waiting for it with a frenzy of all things. And Envy not slowing down either. They're continuing forward, stopped by a seize as Calm continues to lock it down, only now to falter.
Gotcha.
Now with Eggster taken on out, seems like Envy still have not been dissuaded from that forward fight.
But already 2 players back through showers. There's a flank on a flank. This is such a weird run, but
Yeah.
Inspire still
It's just
gets
a
one.
1-for-1 at the end of the day. Gun barrel spotted out from Rossi. It's EG up a player right now as shots go wide. It's a bit of a mess on every front. Poppin in a 1-on-3, but the spike is just being diffused. He can't stay alive regardless. EG take their 6th.
Very nice hold from EG. B is tough. This is a scary round now for EG.
Spike planted.
Very forward hold from Envy too.
Already taking elbow control with Inspire.
Oh, they're just swarming. 4 players now repositioned into elbow, and the fights continue on through. A perfect snake bite. divided Supa from the rest of the team, even a little extra scouting on Eggster. I mean, Envy did everything right in this round. Just one headshot out of Kesnet was what they needed to start it. Now in a beautiful position in the post plant. I'm curious where Kesnet is going right now because he's going around. Kesnet's on the A site while Calm is killing them on B. There's not enough time left. He's just gonna be here to take the gun out of Calm's hands eventually. Calm ready for the one angling. Kesnet there to deliver. Nothing makes sense here in this one.
It's one kill that makes the difference that round. Digicin at the start of this series was absolutely dominating with the scope. Was feasting on the Antikas with the Outlaw, was on point with the AWP, but here misses one shot, opens up the B side, and like you say, Envy did everything right in their post plant. Took the right fight, had a great molly and an elbow.
No one was holding for him, but eventually the trade is found. Bandit in the hand of Oki, but not gonna make anything work out with that one. Evil Genius's own eco round. Not gonna amount to much here, Mimi.
No, this is another clean one for Envy. And really, I think some of the even more worrying things, despite just losing that eco, is that Envy not only have got the momentum on the side, they've got the money, but they're also starting to build an ult economy very early in this half.
Envy just doing some gun swapping to enable Eggster to charge on in, get the dimensional drift online. Setting themselves up beautifully, as you're saying. And Inspire continues to do good work here. A 9th round on the board for Envy.
Pretty much a dream position for them. EG now. This is the round they absolutely have to win. Digicin has an operator online. They have guns. If they lose this round, this is starting to look like a full-on Envy snowball. But I think it's tough to get value with an AWP against a comp like this. Envy is so aggressive. They have so many tools to either blind or block off an AWP line.
That's a little bit wild. What is he doing out there on his own? Envy just crushed those two anchors. I thought they were anchors. They went back into smokes, trying to fight back in.
I think this is already a save, especially if Calm dies in elbow. There's no way EG can win this.
Calm has secured one. Calm might try to do a little bit extra on his own as Inspire goes in again for another kill. Calm is islanded on site. Not easy for him to escape at this point, so he might have to keep this fight up. Taps the spike, spotted by a dog. I mean, good luck. That's not gonna matter. So Bao just stims himself on out, recovers the operator, I guess, is the smallest of wins.
Does he get to keep it? I don't think so.
I'm not sure. One bullet left. Maybe you can line up all three of these guys. I don't know. One kill and now the shorty. That's a little funny, but at the end of the day, it's just 3 more kills for Inspired.
And Envy goes up to 10. The AWP purchase amounts to nothing, and you called it out, but I think that the way EG played that, it felt like they were very back and forth. Everyone got off site looking like they wanted to play set retake, and then at kind of the last second, you see Okeanos run back into site. He gets mollied off, he gets slowed by the waylay, and suddenly with him dead, a 3-on-5 with an AWP, that's pretty much unwinnable in a B retake.
Only Supa here, and that might be all he needs. 1 kill already as Rossi steps through the molly, taking a timing, instantly spotted though. Supa's locking it down. And they just keep on coming. 1 by 1, the members of Envy into the site, now bring it to a 2-on-3. But there's a spike they have to go back and recover. There's this massive laser, dividing things up, slowing it down for now. And Kesnet, I mean, how do you go back and get the spike when EG can fight you at any time, no smokes available? Eggster's right in front of it! Eggster for 4!
Completely alone towards CT. A 1-on-3, and Eggster cuts them all down. And from elation for EG, winning an eco round, being up numbers in this.
You died last. Good job.
And the Yoru expert takes it back.
I mean, Eggster's playing a phenomenal game. Even look back to the previous match. previous map as well. Egster currently sitting 23 kills to 11 deaths. Already up. Sees nothing, might have seen a shoulder. Yeah, player spotted there. And now with Supa just still holding it down. Hold on a minute. Kesnit out of the picture. Poppin comes on through, so it's not over just yet. And Evil Geniuses are trying to retake fast as well. Didges in, sees that planter, tries to set it up on the other side. But Egster still waiting inside of the smoke, and Envy, with these forward fights, continue to impress. In the exact same position, he carved up EG in the previous round. Egster again sends him packing.
These rounds are just classic Envy. The set strats are so well drawn up. The aggression in the post flank, completely disrupting any team who would want to play retake.
I mean, that's 7 kills in 2 rounds from Egster.
Ridiculous. And on that B side, I love that smoke that they throw down just to get Yoru out of his ultimate. Pick a side to fight from.
Enemy remaining.
And then, like you mentioned, that same position, just dominating CT control. 12-7.
Write their own history for themselves. It will just, again, be a quicker look for them.
They
now,
love these B hits.
Their guns are scuffed beyond belief.
Does it matter is my question, because
No.
this Bucky in this position scares me.
Now, you don't often see a Waylay dive forward and just randomly spam the smoke with a Judge, or with a Bucky, for that matter, but they do it anyways, and now they've got a Viper's Pit down. Envy not in a bad position at all in a B-side post plant. EG have to walk through so much of this gas, go all the way down to low HP. They don't even have the utility, or the players to play off the utility right now. 4 players into elbow. Envy are fully bundled up on site, and that is massive. Envy tear them apart. Envy, from Challengers to Ascension to Americas, will take their first series under the lights.
A flawless eco round to close out for this team who had high hopes, had high expectations, but with 2 of their best players being too young to compete, there were questions of whether they could still bring success to Americas. And that is a clear answer. With Kesnit and Rossi added into the mix, they still are playing that style you know them for.
Yeah, it's so fun to see the rankers bringing the heat up on the stage, fighting forward, wasting no time. Sometimes it just requires great individual play, clean executions, and that willingness to go a little bit further than any other team, and that allows them to come up here for a bow on their debut. A great start to 2026 for Envy.
For Poppin, Egster, Inspire, it has been a long time coming to get to this moment. But now they're here. A win under their belt, staying alive in that upper bracket. Our coach Stoner as well, who's been with these boys for quite some time.